Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In the previous video, we learned about the conditional statements, that is switch case in PHP. In this video, we will learn about control structures, that are loops in PHP. So in this particular video, we will learn about for loop. So this is my complete playlist where you can find all PHP videos. And if you haven't bookmarked it yet, you can bookmark it. I will also provide the playlist link in the description as well. So let us start the video. Let me first open the VS Code. So I am inside htdocs folder. I have created a learn PHP folder which we are using in this playlist. Let me open it with VS Code. Let me create a new file. I have by mistake opened the htdocs folder. We have to open learn PHP, this particular folder. And let me create a new file for a loop, for understanding loops. This will be our lecture 9, so I will name it as L9 for loop, L9 for dot PHP. Let us start a PHP script here. Question mark greater than symbol. So first of all, we should know what is a loop. Actually, many a time when we write a code, we need to execute a particular operation multiple times. So in order to perform a operation multiple times, we use loops. And for loop is used when we already know about how many times we want to perform operations. And there are many cases when we don't know about how many times we want to execute a particular operation. Then in that case, we mainly use while loop. So in this video we will cover the for loop, and in the next video we will cover while loop. So let me take a simple example to understand the basic syntax of for loop. We will write a for loop to print numbers from 1 to 10, and then I will explain the syntax. So for loop starts with writing for keyword, and then the first part is the initialization. Here we take any variable of our choice, like I am taking I. Initialization is the statement which will be executed first in the loop, so we will start from 1. Second part is the condition. We want to print till 10, so we will keep condition as $I less than equal to 10. Then a third part is the increment decrement part, where we increase decrease the counter as per our requirement. Since we want to print 1 to 10, so we'll simply increase it by 1, $I plus plus. And then braces. Inside these braces we write the code that we want to repeat. We will simply print here a value of I, echo I equals $I, and then for next line we use a br tag. So this is a simple for loop example which will print from 1 to 10. This is first part is the initialization condition. Means when the program comes to this loop, it will initialize a variable named I with value 1, and this second part is the condition. This loop will run till this condition is satisfied. When this condition is not satisfied, then the loop will stop its execution. And this third part is the increment decrement part, where we will tell how to move our counter. Here we are moving it, we are just increasing it by 1 using increment operator plus plus. So, and inside these braces we write the code which will be repeated for each loop iterations. Let us see the output of this program. Let me save the file and make sure your XAMPP is running. Then go to Chrome. So you have to type http colon slash slash localhost, and inside localhost our folder name is done PHP, and our file name is L9 L9 4.php. So you can see that this loop is printing I equal to 1 in the first iteration. In the second iteration it is printing I equal to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So in this way we can use for loop to print from 1 to 10. Basically what it is doing is it is first coming to this condition $I equal to 1, and since condition is true, uh, 1 is less than 10, so it will print the 1. Then this increment statement will increase the value of I by 1. Then it will again check the condition that incremented value, that is 2, is still less than 10, so it will print 2. And then increment statement will increase the value of I from 2 to 3, and again it will check whether the condition is true or not. Since 3 is less than equal to 10, so it will print 3. So this will continue up to 10, and when we print 10, the value will be incremented to 11 value of I, and then the condition will become false, so loop will stop its execution. So this is the basic how we use for loop. Now suppose we want to stop the loop at a particular moment, then in that case we can use break statement. Let me show you. For example, we want to come out of the loop when value of I reaches 5, means we want to print up to 4 only. Then we can use break. If dollar I we will break at 5, so we want to print up to 4, and we can write whenever the value 5, when value 5 will be equal to value 5 will be equal to 5, then we want to break the loop. So this break keyword is used to break. Let me see what is the output. So you can see that it is only printing up to 4, since we have given that whenever the value 5 reaches 5 it should break. So in this way we can stop the execution of loop anytime we want. And suppose there is a condition you want to print 1 to 10, but you don't want to print 5, means you want to skip a particular iteration. Then in that case we use continue statement. For example, I want to skip 6, then what I can do is write a 6 here and continue. Continue is the keyword which is used to skip one iteration. Break will stop the loop execution, but continue will skip only that iteration for which we have given the condition. After that loop will continue to run. Let me show the output. You can see that it is printing 1 to 10, but 6 is not there because we have skipped the 6. So in case of 6 it will continue and it will move to the next condition. So these are the break and continue statement which are used to control the loop iterations, and they are very useful in the real life. So let me take another example. We can also have loops within loops, that is which are called nested loops. For example, let me comment it. We want to generate pairs for, let me print some pairs using nested row. for dollar $j equal to 1, we will print pair ij, j equal j less than equal to 3. So I missed the dollar here, dollar j, and then increment dollar j plus plus. So let me print echo I equals to dot dollar I, let me take simple comma, and dollar I j equals to dollar j, and then the br tag inside quotes to print in the next line. So this is an example of nested loop. In case of nested loop, what will happen is that for each iteration of I, there will be defined valid iterations for this loop as well. Means for each this I, it will run 3 times from 1 to 3. So we will get pair as 1 1. Then for the first iteration of I and first iteration of loop, second loop j, we will get 1 1. Then the second loop will move to its second iteration, it will print 1 2. And then the second loop will go to third iteration, then 1 3. Then the this when this loop completes its execution, then the value of the I will move from 1 to 2. Then for again I value 2, this loop will run 3 times. So in total, for each I value 1 2 3, this loop will also run 3 times. So there are 9 pairs that should get printed. Let us check the output. So you can see that there are 9 values for first iteration where I is equal to 1. We have 1 1, 1 2, 1 3. Then when first iteration of I is completed, then I is changed to 2 by the outer loop. And then for value 2, the internal loop will run again 3 times, 1 2 3. And now for value 3 as well, internal loop will run 3 times. So in this way we can print pairs. I hope you understood the concept of for loop in PHP, and if you did, please subscribe the channel and like the video. Thank you.